And hello and welcome to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Ailwolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, the excellence of an execution, alias Maximus. And welcome back to the stream, folks. It is a new week. Happy Wednesday, one and all. Happy Hump Day, as some people might say. Today we are going back to our tried and true Retro Rathskeller. And we are playing Metroid Zero Mission. We've made some good progress with it. I can't imagine that at this point it's our 10th or 11th session. I haven't really checked. So we'll be having some fun with that. Of course, we have our trusty friend with us, Churro, who happens to be quite tired. He just listened to his name and he thinks he's gonna get something good. But unfortunately, all he's getting is a nice pat on the head. But of course, if you want to give him anything more, feel free to redeem the Churro channel point reward. Yeah, so today we're playing Metroid Zero Mission. Before we actually get started into that though, let's go ahead and actually talk about what's on tap today, because it wouldn't be the Ales and Fails stream without an ale tonight. And of course, today is Wednesday, which means that we are doing our Wednesday. This is our dry Wednesday, so let's go and check out what's on tap. Okay, and I feel like you recognize this from before. I think you've seen it from before. I certainly remember having it a number of times, and of course my cables are falling all over the place here, but this just happens to be Guinness 0% non-alcoholic draught. I've always wondered how to say that properly. Draft? Is it just like an F sound even though it's a GHT? I don't know. You tell me. And hello, welcome Arcade Renegade. How are you doing this fine evening? Happy Wednesday to you. Good luck with Zero Mission tonight. Very much appreciated, Arcade. Certainly appreciate the fact that you tend to pop up in these streams. Hope you had an excellent day. And of course, anyone who is watching right now, kindly give our friend Arcade Renegade a follow. They were last playing Sonic Battle, which I don't believe it's a game that I am familiar with. I have to admit, I'm not necessarily the most versed in Sonic games, but I am sure it's a delightfully retro game. Oh, you're most welcome. I have yet to find some good time to lurk in your stream, but I will have to do that at some point, Arcade. But yeah, so what are we drinking tonight? Yeah, Guinness Zero non-alcoholic draught. Again, it's a non-alcoholic beer. This is an Irish stout. What exactly is an Irish stout? How exactly is it different than a conventional stout? You might be wondering to yourself. No worries, I'll be playing another Retro Sonic game tomorrow night. Are you doing like a seasonal thing, Arcade, where like you're playing different Sonic games? Is that kind of the idea? I know that cool streamers like that like to start playing string together games to like make a theme. I am not that cool though. I'm not that cool. But yeah, so a stout is an ale that brews dark, and it brews dark because of the types of malts that it uses. Specifically, you're using things like caramel malts, chocolate malts, and crystal malts. And when you boil those, you get a dark syrupy substance. It looks like Coca-Cola almost. Now that's how you would make a conventional stout. Of course, conventional stouts are very much sugar forward. They're relatively sweet, they are malty. You get to sample a lot of rustic types of sugars, things like malts, things like caramel, things like brown sugar, molasses even, toffee, caramel again, and I think maple. Yeah, it's one of these sugars that are very, I want to say less refined than your conventional white sugar and things of that sort. Mostly just focusing on games I've never played before from series I love, expanding my horizons. Hey, and there you go. You're learning new things. I feel like that's actually one of the reasons why I started streaming, just to get to know some games that are in my backlog. Actually force myself to play some of these games because for a while I knew that I like Metroid. I never played Zero Mission, and this is kind of like the perfect opportunity for that. And welcome, Falco Forte. How are you doing this fine evening? Ales is the wildest shapeshifter I know. I wish I was. I feel like you probably know a slightly better shapeshifter than myself, Falco. But happy Wednesday. I hope that you're having an excellent end of the day. And of course, anybody watching out there, I don't care what you're doing, baking a piece of bread, mailing out a sweepstakes envelope. Stop what you're doing. Stop watching the stream and give our friend Falco Forte a follow. They were last playing Helldivers 2, a streamer of great renown, Falco Forte. But yeah, thank you very much for popping in. Now, the difference between a conventional stout and an Irish stout, it's Irish stouts actually use pale malts. So even though I was talking about darker malts earlier just now, the thing about Irish stouts is that they use enough dark malts to make the beer dark, but most of the body is in itself pale, which means that it actually is a far lighter, less thick concoction than its conventional stout partners. The other thing about that is it specifically uses roasted malts, which is not unconventional for stouts, but it does give that level of roast that you get like a coffee-ish type of flavor more than anything else. And of course, because you're using pale malts as well, you also accentuate some of those bitter tastes, which come from hops. So it's one of these hybrid flavors. I love Irish stouts, and of course, this is non-alcoholic. The one thing that I really like about this particular beer is that it tastes exactly like a Guinness. But that's enough me gabbing. I feel like people aren't here to like hear me gab about the beers, or maybe they are. I don't know. You guys are crazy. Sorry, less gender pronouns. You all are crazy. But with that, let's go ahead and actually see what Untapped has to say on this particular issue. Okay, so Draught 0.0 by Guinness, non-alcoholic. To create Guinness 0.0, the St. James Gate brewers start by brewing Guinness exactly as they always have, using the same malt, natural ingredients, water, barley, hops, and yeast, before gently removing the alcohol through a cold filtration method. Cold filtration process allows the alcohol to be filtered out without presenting thermal stress to the beer, and we hate that stress, protecting the integrity of its taste and character. The brewers then carefully blend and balance the flavors to ensure distinctive flavor profile and taste characteristics of Guinness. So they take it away, but they don't take away much more than that. The resulting product is a stout that is unmistakably Guinness, just without the alcohol, featuring the same dark ruby red color and creamy head, hints of chocolate, and coffee, of course. But yeah, that's enough of that description. Let's actually go ahead and taste this. And once again, let's go back to the ales cam over here. Thank you once again, folks, for being here. Before we actually do that, let me hydrate over here. One of the things that I was drinking right before starting was some Red Bull. And anybody who has experienced Red Bull knows that it kind of leaves a taste in your mouth. Don't want necessarily that to poison our sampling. Pure healthy water. But yeah, let's go ahead and open this thing. Sorry, I'm opening it slowly just because these beers tend to pop. Okay, we are safe. And of course, this is the beautiful Hefeweizen glass that friend of the stream, John, gifted to us a while ago. It has this absurdly, well, let me not say absurdly, but it certainly has a very interesting Ales and Fails logo. It is probably the only branded product Ales and Fails will ever produce. So as you can see, it's got this dark ruby red color. It's got a very thick white head, of course, which is iconic of Guinness because of the nitrogen process that it goes through. A small tip when differentiating porters versus stouts. Porters will have a brown head versus stouts which will have a white head. In terms of a nose, rich coffee, I want to say milky coffee, creamy coffee. So if you were to order a coffee with a lot of cream, this is kind of what you would be smelling like. And light effervescence, nothing particularly strong. Let's go ahead and actually drink this up. Famanail, dear viewer, thank you for being here. And so very creamy beer. I want to say lighter than a conventional stout is a 2 out of 5. but the creaminess actually gives it like a type of a vanilla-like profile. You got some caramel notes there, which are quite delicious. The coffee itself is not strongly bitter coffee. It's more of a milk coffee, a cafe au lait, if you will. And again, just a light bittering notes at the end, nothing particularly strong to discuss. And yes, maybe some rich maple notes as well. I really like this particular beer specifically because, once again, it tastes exactly like conventional Guinness. And who I say, does not love a good Guinness? But that is what we'll be drinking tonight. That's enough of Untapped. Let's go ahead and check this in. 3.5 stars is our rating. Cheers, we got it. And with that, we'd let go of an Untapped. Like I said, we are playing Metroid Zero Mission today. So, strap in, as they say. This is probably our 10th or so session. We've got our power suit back, and we are going through the planet collecting power-ups that we missed the first time around. So, here's hoping that we are able to pull some of this stuff off. Very happy to try it out, and maybe soon we'll be done with this game, which will be interesting. Before we start, we do have a question of the night. If you were coming out onto a stage, what would your entrance theme song be? And of course, this is a very wrestling themed icebreaker, because of course every wrestler has an entrance theme. I'm going to say that I would never be as cool as most wrestlers to have like a rocking, banging type of entrance theme. I kind of thought about this for like a hot minute, and then I thought maybe it would be something from The Killers. Maybe it would be When You Were Young. And feel free to ask me why. But for now, let's go back to planet Zebes. Okay, and let's put the sound back on. And that is a bit loud. Let's go this level. Hopefully that's not too loud. We are using the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Of course, this game is running on the Nintendo Switch Online application. I did leave myself a note in order to remember what exactly I had to do for myself. Let me try and find that for just a second. So, campaign follow-up notes, Metroid Zero, start from save point, find how to get the upgrade in Kraid. Okay. Let's see. Sucker by Marcus King. It's played in Arcane. You know what? I really wish that I knew what that song was. I will have to find that song after stream, Falco. But thank you very much for sharing. Here's wondering why it is you identify yourself with that song. You don't have to expound on it or anything like that, but it would be interesting to know why. It's honestly a banger. Well, you are a banger of an individual, Falco. So that makes sense. That follows. That tracks. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started. We're starting from the save point. And we are in Kraid. One of the things that, I was kind of struggling to do last time was to work through some of the power-ups that require the Shinespark. I've never been very good at doing the Shinespark power-up, but we're gonna try and do a few runs where we actually try it out. Just because I don't want to, at the very least, give it the old college try, as they say. And once again, let me know if that's too loud, or if you care at all. Again, there's a power-up right here, and that is marked down by that little circle beneath us. And I actually did go ahead and see a video of how this is done, just because I thought that me figuring out was going to waste our time here. What we really want is to make sure that we have the Shinespark. Oh, come on. Okay. The idea is that once you have the running power, that you crouch down. And of course, I'm doing this. I'm gonna try with the control pad. It might actually make more sense. Oof. A feel like we're getting close. I know that we have exactly the right amount of distance to pull it off. It's just that pressing the down button at that. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on. That was so close. That was so close. Truthfully, I have a friend who's also a wrestling fan ask me what entrance theme song I would use, and I had a list depending on what gimmick I had and whether I was a face or a heel. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I would love to know what your most heelish entrance theme would be, Falco. Okay, so really what we have to do is get the Shinespark. Oh gosh, we're supposed to actually go into Morph Ball mode first. Yeah. Oh wow. I keep getting hit by those silly blocks. Gotta make sure not to press that down button before it's too early. This might take a few minutes, folks, so sit back and relax. Stand and deliver, as they say. Here we go. Ah, I jumped. I jumped. Ah, so goofy. Okay, but we're getting close. I feel like we're getting close. Okay, so the idea is to actually go all the way here and then Shinespark from this side, so that we actually roll down this particular hill right there. But we're getting there. We're getting there. What? Ah, we've lost it. Okay, we're actually supposed to keep pressing left. That's the idea. Sorry, right. Tunnel Vision by Starset. I'll have to find that one too. Falco, I'm terrible at knowing all of these songs that you're... I'm like stuck in the... What is it? The early 2000s. And it's all pop. It's all pop. Nice, we did it. That would probably be my most heelish theme. Now that's interesting, Falco. But once again, a gem of a person, Falco. I can't imagine you ever being a heel. I can't. It's not within me. It's not within me to see that. But yeah, thank you for sharing. Like I said, I'll have to look this up. I'm interested now. I also listen to a lot of music that isn't too popular, so if you never heard it, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, not only would a normal person potentially, no, let me put this, even if the music that you listen to is esoteric, you multiply that by a factor of 10, because I really listen to the most generic stuff that is old. So there is that. But I appreciate you entertaining the idea of letting me know. We are done with Brinstar, folks. I don't see anything of particular note here. No more circles, and I feel like that is enough for me. I don't think I need to really explore anymore. Let's get out of here. Let's make like a tree and get out of here. And obviously we got the missile upgrade, but I tell you what, I don't think that it's going to make a lick of a difference in the final battle. In the final battle. Oh, actually, speaking of me singing terribly, I did download this voice mod thing for the stream that I haven't been able to implement, so don't ask me to use it, but it basically just auto-tunes my voice. And I know that that is the most passe, blasé sort of thing. But I find it funny. And one day I'm gonna use it. I will use it, I promise. So yes, delicious non-alcoholic Guinness Stout. Okay, so we've been through Brinstar. I don't think we need to, there's nothing to collect here. I don't remember of going through Norfair. Maybe we did. This is Norfair. Maybe let's go up to... Okay, let's check out Norfair. I feel like we've been there, but I'm not 100% sure. And give me some upgrades. Yes. And of course the problem with saying let me go to Norfair is just the idea that there's no like straightforward path to go there. Norfair. Love that screw attack, gotta love that screw attack. Okay, so we make a hard right. A hard right. Of course, if I was a great Metroid Zero mission player, I would probably Shinespark through this entire place. But guess what? I am not. I am, as they say, a dandy of a player. What would your interest theme song be? I don't know if you mentioned it. Oh, I did earlier mention it. I have to tell you, I honestly didn't put too much thought into it. Like, I thought about the question literally like 2 minutes before going live. And I wasn't able to come up with like anything grand or anything like that. Really, the one song that I like, that I feel could pass off as an interest theme that kind of just talks about, I don't know, things that resonate with me, is probably The Killers' When You Were Young, because it talks about how people are imperfect and how you have these visions when you are younger and everyone is flawed, but you got to appreciate some things. Also, I'm old, so there's that. Bonus points for being old. Okay, let's go all the way down. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we've been through here. I'm kind of just like messing around here. Hey, would you stop messing around? Sorry. I jump into the juice. Beautiful. Some more warp pipes. Actually, speaking of like pro tips or like pro tricks, one thing that I've never been able to accomplish when it comes to like retro games, and it is like this well-known trick. Like if you go to like Super Mario Brothers 1, yeah, I've definitely been through here, and I'm not gonna go back into Ridley. That's way too. I don't want to go all the way over there. Let's go back to Brinstar. Yeah, entering the minus world in Super Mario Brothers 1. That is a trick I've never been able to pull off, and I know that it doesn't lead anywhere, but by Jove, I've tried to do that so many times. Even in my adult age, I've tried to actually accomplish it, and I've never been able to pull it off. And you know what, at this point, I've kind of just resigned myself with the idea that maybe it's not gonna happen in my lifetime. Like, people will be like reading a eulogy and they'll be like, well, you know, he never did make it into the minus world in Super Mario Brothers 1. So, you can imagine the type of person he was. See, the Killers are cool. My high school pep band learned one of their songs as filler for timeouts at a sports games. I would be interested to know what song it was. I feel like the popular song that everyone talks about with the Killers is Mr. Brightside, which I think is a fine song, but it's not necessarily for all the time. It doesn't resonate with me as strongly as when you were young. Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's just a Mac breakout. Actually, I certainly wish I knew if the Killers were still playing. I know that they were like a Nevada type of band that like also played in Vegas a lot. So maybe they still carry on their show there, but maybe not necessarily like making more pop music, or that is alternative rock. Sorry, didn't mean to say pop music. Pop music goes the weasel. Watch out! Oh, come on. It's like a kiss from a rose. Prickly. Okay. So let's go up Crateria using this particular exit. We've already been to Crateria in trying to like find additional power-ups. I don't know that we actually use this specific exit. Hey, what is it? Huh. Ooh, wait, this is new. Kaboom. Ooh, look at that. I don't think we've ever done that before. Wait, what? Come on. Heinous. That is heinous. Okay. We learned the beginning of losing touch. I like losing touch. That's a good one. For timeout, we would loop the beginning until a timeout finished. Yeah, it definitely has a few cool sections. What a song. I haven't thought about losing touch in a very long time. I also totally forgot what we learned. That we learned Spaceman for a halftime show. The Spaceman has a lot of energy. I like it. From that album, I like Human more, which is like the flagship song for that album, I guess. But Spaceman was like their close second. Spaceman says, everybody look. What is it? Everybody look down. Oh, no, that doesn't make any sense. Terrible. Is this a new path? No, we've been here before. The plot thickens. But at the very least, we might be able to get some of these extra power-ups. Maybe, potentially. Interesting that. Maybe bombs? Ooh, look at that. Watch out! Okay. I almost feel like maybe we've been here going in one direction versus the other. But maybe not. Not 100% here. One thing I don't want to do is like... Right, so we've actually been here on the way to Turian. I wonder if we should hit Turian before we go back into Crateria. Maybe, possibly. I don't think anyone in my high school really listened to The Killers, so no one sang along to it. Well, Falco, had I gone to high school with you, I probably would have sang to it. So you would have had the one guy. Also the one guy that was like 15 years older or something. What is this person doing here at our school? What is this person? Okay. And this is just a shoot tutorial. I can't imagine there's anything of particular note here. Of course, I'm sure that there's a lot of actual secret things and whatnot. Kaboom. Okay, let's go down to Turian. I hope that there's no like additional things to pick up. Imagine that you're watching somebody play a game that supposedly they enjoy, and they're like, I hope I finished it. I hope I don't have anything more to do. The only thing that's interesting here is that this part of the map is not complete, so I'm gonna go down there and see what the story is. The story on NPR. And the problematic thing about these blocks is, of course, that they break over time if you don't move quick enough. And that's acid. I wonder if it hurts us. Yes. Acid confirmed to hurt you. And we've learned something important there. I feel like there's like a chute up here. Matters not. This looks like something. Ouch. It almost looks like there's doors here or something like that. No good. Let's drop a plasma bomb just for funsies. Of course, that doesn't really make the acid go away or anything like that. Ouch. Can you just get up? What a pain in the butt. We uncovered some blocks, but that's not necessarily going to help us. We were able to discover what those missing blocks were, but again, nothing of particular note. We're simply going to go through this map and make it all the way out through Brinstar, probably, possibly. Go ahead and save. And of course, even though this is a drinks-friendly stream, we highly advocate the consumption of pure, healthy water. Water, of course, is the element which brings life, helps you stay hydrated, and helps you regulate your metabolics. Most importantly, staving off the deleterious effects of alcohol consumption. So kindly drink water. I remember when all the space pirates were in this section, and it was like the most annoying thing in the world. A mais grande do mundo. Fortunately, those red rings are gone. That was such a pain in the butt. Okay, so nothing of particular note here. Let's keep going. Dead space pirates. I think it's funny that this game just wants you to know that the carcasses of your enemies are still lying there and they're not gonna go away no matter what. Is this lava? No, this is okay. This is okay lava. Just so you know. You can take a soak. And again, just trying to see if there's anything to uncover. Simply because we wouldn't necessarily be here without this suit that allows us to walk in lava. Apparently not. Which is a good thing or a bad thing. Is this lava okay, John? Hey, you never know if it's the good kind of lava. That's all I'm saying. I can tell you that every time I take a bath, so one of my, well, how do I phrase this? My bathroom has a very bad temperature. And the reason for that is that it was actually like this little room that was built onto the house that I'm living in. So it was never like actually part of the house until later on in the house's lifespan. And because of that, it's not connected to the rest of the house in any temperature significant way. So every single time I go in there, it is deadly cold, and it bugs me to no end, of course. But I've kind of learned to live with it. One thing that I tend to do is I will go in there and I'll just like blast the hot water because I need something to compensate for the fact that it's super cold in there. And so there are times where I know that I'm going into very hot water and I don't know how hot it is, but I kind of just need it to balance out the fact that I'm freezing otherwise. You know, maybe not the smartest way to do this, and so yeah, just going into hot water. Maybe it's that thing where like old people are supposed to just like hot water for baths or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so the only thing that we didn't do here is I want to go back to Crateria using that tunnel. So let's go in that direction. We might be able to find some more secrets. Secrets revealed. Magic's greatest secret revealed. What was the name of that guy? The Dark Magician? No. It was the Masked Magician. Now the question is of course, who would win in a fight? The Masked Magician or the Dark Magician? I gotta put my money on the Dark Magician because he's the ultimate spellcaster in terms of attack and defense. Ba-da-da-da. Yeah, here's hoping that you're having a wonderful end of the day. I assume that it is the end of the day for most of you, unless you're in a different time zone. In that case, happy time zones to you. There was a period of time where I resisted saying happy time zones, and then I saw the light. Ba-da-da-da. Give me that. Oh, wow, got it. Okay. Clippable moment, of course. Let's keep going down the chute. Ouch. And we're going down, down in an earlier round. At this point, I'm going for speed as opposed to like safety. Wait a second, why was I able to latch onto whatever that was? Ooh, where did this come from? What is this? Let's do a special bomb. Of course, it's one of these situations where you have to use the Shinespark heavily, probably. That's interesting, though. I don't even know where you would come from in order to get it. Maybe the other side. Like, is there anything around here? Ooh, another ledge. What? Secrets. I'm surprised that that was actually a speed boost. Why can't I? Oh, okay. There's like a little ledge right there. Well, at the very least, we'll be able to get this missile upgrade. Nice. So now the question is, how do we actually... I'm assuming maybe it's like this morph ball jump. where you just have to... Oh my goodness, what is what is happening here? Spectrum, thank you so much for the raid. That is awfully kind of you. How are you doing this fine evening? Very much appreciate you sharing your community with us. Let me go back to intermission here for a second and properly introduce myself. Thank you very much for all Spectrum raiders. By the by, we do have anonymous follows, so feel free to chat, feel free to introduce yourself, but if it's not necessarily something that you're inclined to do, that's totally, absolutely fine. How are you doing, Spectrum? What were you playing? Let me go ahead and give you a shout out, of course. Anybody who is watching from my end of the world, kindly give our esteemed community member Spectrum branch a follow. They were last playing Prodigal. You know what? I gotta tell you, I don't know what that game is. Feel free to let us know. Spectrum Raid. Welcome, Cherry Carey. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Kwame. How are you doing this fine day? Thank you very much for popping in. Let's see. Darth Iguanodon. You know, for a moment there, I thought that was an L, and I was going to say Darth Iguanodon, and I gotta tell you, that didn't make any sense. Let's see. I didn't copy the raid. I'm sure you're fine. Thank you so much for being here. Very much appreciated. But yeah, I'm doing well, Els. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. I'm really just trying to get odds and ends here at Metroid Zero mission. Trying to get some pickups that I didn't do the first time around now that I've got my power suit back. And I'll leave it at that. I don't really want to add too many details other than the fact that I've been trying to master this Shinespark, and it's a little bit tough. I gotta admit, it's a little bit tough. Let's see. Prodigal, it's a Game Boy Color Link's Awakening like modern day indie retro game. That sounds mellifluous. I mean, you said the magic word, Link's Awakening. I definitely love Link's Awakening. So maybe I gotta check out your VOD. That sounds really interesting. Thank you very much for sharing. And let me see, catch up on chat here. No, I read that already. A bunch of words. Thank you, Slugma. Oh, it's yeah. Thank you. Welcome in, Slugma Redacted. How are you doing this fine evening? Thank you very much for popping in. Love that word, mellifluous. I tend to use it once. Excuse me. I tend to use it way too often. I kind of just like the sound. It has a certain joie de vivre about it. But yeah, once again, my name is Ails and Ailwolf. I like to go by Ails. Two main things about me. I like to play games, mostly retro games. Sometimes I play modern games. And I have a corgi, and his name is Churro, and he's right there in the tiny cam over here. Let me go ahead and maximize him, and that's not how you do it. There he is. He's a little bit more quiet than usual because, of course, it is closer to his bedtime. But yeah, that is Churro. He's my second in command around here, and I am sure that he would be a little more energetic if it was earlier in the day. If you like Link's Awakening, those vibes are present and more. Well, like I said, I probably gotta check it out. Of course, Spectrum and anyone else that came in with the raid, feel free to raid and fade if you so need to. I completely understand that streaming and even lurking can, sometimes go for long. I don't want to press anybody for their time, and I am simply ecstatic about the fact that all you all were willing to pop in here in the raid. So very much appreciate you. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, the other thing that we do around here, of course, is we talk about ales. And of course tonight, because it is our Dry Wednesday, we are having some delicious non-alcoholic Guinness, which I promise you tastes just like Guinness, and it is delightful. So yeah, that is kind of what we do around here. Hope that you choose to hang out, but again, if anybody just wants to lurk, please feel free to do so. I gotta stand up and stretch and stuff. Please do, Spectrum. Once again, thank you very much for bringing in your community. Very, very much appreciate that. You are incredibly kind. And yeah, please enjoy the rest of your evening if you decide to, just lurk. Yeah. So let's go back to the action. Let's go back to Metroid Zero mission. Very cool. Okay, let me put the sound back on. So what we were trying to figure out over here is actually how to Shinespark from this side of the screen all the way to the other side, because we discovered two different passages. One over here, which leads to a power upgrade. I think this is a power missile. I feel like we can probably run from the left side of the map and potentially make a good gambit to go all the way to the... Sorry, from the right side to the left side. From the left to the right. Let's see if I can actually pull it off. That's the actual major question here. Ooh, okay, there's a secret underground passage. Secrets of me. This shouldn't be so hard as long as I can get enough the Shinespark to actually work. And there it is. Really, I kinda just need to make sure that by the time I'm here, that I crouch down and I am able to just shoot. So let me try that a few times. It might be a while, folks. It might be a while. Oof, that was a close one. And it's like immediately as I go in, it'll break the first block. The first block is easy. It's like, oh, the first one's for free. What? It didn't let me through. Why? That is... Wait a second. Is it that I have to... No, that wouldn't make sense. Huh. I am confused. I thought I pulled it off. That doesn't make sense. Let me try again. Let me try again. Yeah, I feel like there's a certain level of elevation that I don't want to hit when I'm doing this. Maybe I need to... What? Oh, wow. I totally missed that chance. But I feel like... I feel like we're getting there. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Oof, that is painful. It seems like as soon as I go into Morph Ball mode, and I want to do the Shinespark, it'll just route me to like a slightly higher elevation. Maybe what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to do diagonal down. Maybe that'll make a difference. Oof, wow. I am just... This is not happening. So, why? Maybe I need to just blast this block. It doesn't make sense that if I went down this hole, it wouldn't necessarily give me any particular advantage. I really have to make sure that I go down this little hole right here. Maybe I can... Yeah, and so you jump, but maybe I need to just press the A and left at the same time. Maybe, possibly, potentially. So you're actually able to jump in Morph Ball mode. That is surprising. Sorry, not in Morph Ball mode, but while you have the Shinespark, you're actually able to jump. This might take me a while. Try and do this a couple more times. If only there was just one more block that was a speed block, that would be so nice. Oh, you know what? Maybe I need to just run over here and maybe just hug the ground. Maybe that's the answer. Will I get enough Shinespark by that point, though? Maybe I need to go back into this room. Wow. I thought that the door was just going to immediately let me in. I was so close. I felt like I was so close right there. Wow, I was feeling it. Ah. And it's like when I get to this point, I'm supposed to Shinespark and it should drive me all the way here and it should be through the ground. But maybe what I need to do is actually go the opposite way. Right, and I can't do that if I don't open this first. Please don't tell me that the door closes, that would be stinky. So leave the door open. The problem is that the door's not gonna let me in without me. Maybe through, like, start right at the door. That's crazy. I'm gonna try a couple more times the way that I actually did it the first time and see if that pulls it off. But somehow I doubt it. Oof, I could feel that one. One more time. Like Daft Punk once said, more time. Welcome, in I go. Oof, I feel like that was so close. If I just... Honestly, one more time, and there we go. Ooh, wow. I felt like I was close with that one, come on. And of course, unfortunately, we've got ads starting in less than 2 minutes, so I might have to cut out for a bit. Duel. Thank you very much for that. It's time to duel, and I go. Hope you're having a good Wednesday, by the by. Thank you very much for popping in. This is so painful, and it is painful because I know that I'm close. Oof. Hope you're doing well, Ails. I'm doing okay. I feel like I'm doing things in the game where clearly I don't necessarily have the have the prowess of a master gamer like yourself, and I'm just like being overtaxed here. But we're trying. And yeah, like I said, we're probably going to go into ads in just a minute here. I gotta go take little Churro for his final walk anyway, so might as well just be a good spot to take a break here. I missed the Banjo-Tooie stream. How was it? No, it was good. I'll be playing it against this Friday, just in case you're interested. Oof, look at that. Okay, we're gonna pause right here. We're gonna go into break. I'm gonna go ahead and give little Churro a walk, and I might actually just look up the answer for this in a video. That's what we're gonna do. But yeah, absolutely nostalgic. I love Banjo-Tooie. I'm going to 100% complete it. That is a game that I will complete. But yes, we will be back with more of the Ales and Fails stream in about 6-7 minutes or so. So hopefully you stay tuned. And welcome back to the Ales and Fails stream, folks. I'm your host, Ale Wolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, the excellence of in execution, Mama Ales, baby boy, and we are playing Metroid Zero Mission. Today, we're trying to get a few more power-ups before we go up against the final boss, and just having a good time. We did just go ahead and put little Churro to bed, so unfortunately I'm going to just go ahead and turn off the corgi webcam, and there it goes. So that might give us just a bit more real estate here. Thank you very much for being here today, and of course we are enjoying some delicious Guinness non-alcoholic draft, a delicious Irish stout that tastes very much like original Guinness. As I like to say, to your health. Thank you very much for being here. Let's go ahead and get moving here. One of the things that we were actually trying to do was get our Shinespark on. And honestly, I don't know if this is going to be possible. There are additional blocks here that could potentially give us a bit of a boost. What is the name of this zone? We are in Brinstar. So let me see if I can find potentially a video that actually reveals to us how we're supposed to get this set of power-ups. So Brinstar, Shinespark. And I think I found the video for it. Person runs. Makes sense so far. Oh, they run back into the room. That is literally what I did. That is literally what I was trying to do. Okay, now I know that I'm on the right track. So basically, they go all the way to this room over here. They get the Shinespark, they go back in, and then they Shinespark from this room all the way through these two rooms. So let me actually see if I can pull that off. I make no claims here. Why can't I? That is... Maybe just open the door using the standard laser. I can't shine. That is... Let me see how they did it one more time. It seems like they Shinespark. They go into Morphball mode once they are inside the other room. So maybe I'll try that instead. Oh, wow. Okay, try one more time. Really, I need to just do this like as if it was second nature. And at the very least, I feel like I'm getting the ability to save the Shinespark. And it's just like I need a microsecond more. You know, we're gonna try this a couple more times, but honestly, I feel like I probably don't need it. Probably don't need it. And if only the door wouldn't close behind me, that would probably be what would give us that extra split second that I need. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. What? And that's all she wrote, folks. That's all she wrote. I'm not gonna... I thought that that was enough to actually do it, and I guess it didn't. Crazy. That was good though. I like that. I like the fact that I actually pulled it off. But yeah, in order to actually get to the next room, I would have somehow had to continue with the Shinespark going from here to... You know what? I don't even know. I feel like we would have like had to get some elevation, and then how did this person do it? I'm very interested. Sorry, I'm watching a YouTube video right now in case you... Oh ha, so they... No, they kept going. They got an extra boost in the middle of the Shinespark to give them an extra way to propel over here. And that would have been the key. But again, it's fine. I don't... I honestly don't need it. Let's go down. That'll be my white whale. That'll be my white whale. That's okay. What, that is tough. That is just tough. I honestly thought that when I pulled off the Shinespark, that I was just going... That was it. That was enough. But clearly, it requires a level of just advanced complexity. You have to pull off multiple Shinesparks in the same move, and that is... It's beautiful if I see it, but I don't know that I would ever actually be able to pull it off myself. Certainly not with this amount of time. It's like, that's okay, Ails. We don't have to be perfect. We just have to be beautiful. Okay, so let's go back up to Crateria. I know that there's a couple of more Shinespark tricks over there. I'm not going to pretend that we're gonna be able to pull off most of them, but we'll give them a shot. We'll give them a shot, just like the one that we just did. We'll give it a shot. All my love too long ago. Ah, delicious. What is this? Clearly some kind of secret passage, but what exactly is here? Of course. How dare you? How dare you, good sir? Was that a one-way thing? I'm going to eat my hat if that was a one-way thing. And of course that is... Right, so you actually enter from there. And that is... So it is a one way to go, but and at the same time, it is the one path that we would be able to take to actually reach this place. So yeah, there's a couple of blocks that you could potentially hit here. What is there? There's like... There's one right here, and I feel like you have to go run from over here. And then there's a couple more over here that you kind of just need to go from this area in order to actually reach them. So let's go up here, see if there's any chance of us getting any of this. Advanced technique, folks, advanced techniques. And of course there's nothing here. And actually, I believe that there's a path here that you can actually run through. Right. For this one, I kind of vaguely remember what to do. You kind of just have to run in from this side. No, and I know how that one works. That one is easy enough. But it's coming from this side that actually makes the difference. Of course, the door. Ah, the blasted door every time. Okay, so we would simply blast through here. Maybe we can just continue running? Is that... Maybe we can just continue running. And then by the time we make it over here... Oh, why don't you let me see the rest of the map? Come on. I just want to develop a strategy, you know? So we're gonna keep running all the way through here. Wow. And it would have been nice to destroy all of those. I feel like we were close though. We were close. So I think the idea is... I think the person that I saw doing it did it from here. Let's try that one more time. At the very least, we've got like some foundation as to what we need to do. Ah, I lost it just because of this blasted door. I honestly feel like this would be a much more manageable challenge if we didn't have to worry about doors closing in on us. You know? No! Ugh, I just wanted to... Ugh. Stinky. Stinky, stinky. Try a few more times here. Okay, we run. Run like the wind. We get that one block okay. Everything else though, everything else. At the very least, the way that I've seen it is people kind of just launch themselves from here, but they do so in morph ball mode. So maybe there's a trick that I'm missing here. Maybe, possibly, potentially, casually, candidly. And I keep pressing. The idea is to just press the A button without inputting a direction, which I gotta tell you folks, it's a lot for just morph ball. It's a lot. It's a lot to keep track of. I almost feel like we need an extra button in there somewhere. Oh, wow. I don't even know how did they do it? The toughest of the toughest challenge. I used to have this Bugs Bunny shirt with the Tasmanian Devil, and it showed them playing football. I keep doing the same mistake. And so the shirt said on the front, when the tough, no, when the going gets tough, and then on the back it said the tough gets going. I, of course, not necessarily knowing very much English, didn't know what any of that meant, and so I was like, tough, get going, what? I didn't know the phrase, but I liked the shirt. It was nice. It was a nice shirt. I might actually just look up another video to see how this is done. Criteria Shinespark. Criteria Shinespark Zero Mission. And let me just pull up the video here just so that you can enjoy it with me. This is not the Shinespark that we want, of course. No, that's the wrong one. I think it's... yeah, this is the one. Oh, why must I have ads? To pay for the economy, perhaps? Okay. So this is by a person known as Jan Wolf. Just so that everybody knows, we are giving them credit. And they're running. They are running. They stop. And then in morph ball mode, they go into that little block right there, and that is how they pull it off. So let's try it to see if we can do that. Let's try and stop our run without going into morph ball mode. I felt like I had it. Sometimes it's just difficult to activate the Shinespark. Like, I feel like I have it, and I feel like I remember, oh hey, it's supposed to be A first, then the directional. And sometimes it doesn't feel like it procs, you know? Sometimes it feels like you got it. But no, you're just doing a regular jump. Did we do it? Did we do it? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Beautiful. Power bomb tank. That has got to be my greatest victory today. Ales, you did something right. Congratulate yourself. As I like to say, wolf's kiss. Okay, so there's a couple more power-ups here in Criteria. They're right here. And I believe that these are actually done by running from this side of the screen. So I'm gonna head in that direction and see how much more we can accomplish. While I enjoy missile tanks and what do you call these, power bombs, power missiles, what have yous, what I really want is energy tanks, because I do feel like those make the difference in boss battles. Like, how long you can last is definitely the difference between winning a battle and losing a battle, at least in this game. Okay, so there's one of our locations right there. And we have to run from here, I believe. Yeah, so this place gives us enough room to run. Where is the block that we're supposed to hit? Just so that I know. Is it this thing? Oh, wonderful. So the block that we are supposed to hit is... it's probably gonna be like this tiny block somewhere, right? Right, it's this speed block right here. So we're supposed to somehow get there. Probably from here. Just like Speedball. And Shinespark all the way to the left. So let me try that. So maybe as soon as I step outside the beak, maybe I need to just press down. Yeah, run from all the way over here so that I know that I have the spark with me. Let's go. Beautiful. Oh, come. No! That was a close one. I thought that I was going to just go through the little blocks. That would have been so obnoxious. And I know this game likes to do that kind of nonsense. Okay, so we got the one. Now what we want, the one other one that's here is all the way to the top. So that is, yeah, that is all the way to the top. I believe that you kind of pull it off using the same exact trick. So let me try to do that. But of course, before we do that, I do want to go ahead and pour the rest of this delicious non-alcoholic Guinness. Certainly one of the finest Guinness you will find. Especially if, much like myself, you need to work tomorrow. So, as always, drink responsibly. To your health. So let me try and devise a strategy for this actually. Wow. Sometimes the space jump just does not want to work with you. So obviously these are speedrun blocks. Only one way to get through them is to make sure that we have our Shinespark by the time we get here. But the question is, how do we actually pull that one off? Especially if we're coming from here, right? Like, how would we actually... I feel like this is a situation where we kind of have to look up at a video. Let's go ahead and check out what a master at playing Metroid Zero Mission does. So they run from all the way over here. This person is known as David M16, so we're giving them credit. Always get credit where credit is due. So they did go down. That is the first one that we did, so that one's easy enough. They got the thing. They're gonna try again, I think. Oh, they... So all they did was they screw attack all the way to the top. Let's see if we can actually pull that one off ourselves then. How difficult could it potentially be? Says the person that has such difficult time pulling these things off. It's like you have to have this level of precision with the screw attack as well. A level of precision that eludes me. And then from here you just Shinespark and break the wall. Should be easy enough, right? Should be. Let's see what we can do. We're simply going to just run. Ay, ay, ay. Like Alpha 5 once said, ay, 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 ay. At the very least, we're living up to the name of this stream, right? No! We shouldn't have gone into morph ball mode. Hello, Ivan. How are you doing this fine day? Good to see you. Did you come to see the worst performance of somebody trying to do the Shinespark? I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for popping in. And... Oh wow, and I feel like I needed one less jump over there. Try one more time. At the very least, we were able to stop at the beak of the bird. So that is not nothing. Gosh darn it. Come on, think, McFly, think. Doing good. Had to check out the finale, hopefully. No, unfortunately, I don't think that we're doing the finale. I feel like I'm kind of just trying to get the last few things that require the Shinespark, and probably next session will be the finale. Stop going in the... No! Yeah, I think next session, all we're gonna do is go to the final boss and do that. That is currently the plan. So I apologize if I disappoint. You're just gonna have to... you'll have to be satisfied with me trying to do this trick several times over. And what's it called? I know, Ivan, that you played this game before. Did you like 100% it? Did you actually get like all the power-ups and things of that sort? Sexy boy, but I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. Oh, that is terrible. You know what? In my younger days, I probably would have said the same exact thing. Good answer though. Good answer. Oh, and stopping. I feel like maybe there's a way to just stop at the door. Like as soon as we step up from the other side, maybe just press down at that point. Maybe that's the idea. Not 100%, but very close to it. Gotcha. Oh, of course, I had to climb up. I just had to go through the... Gosh darn it. Okay. We're gonna try it one more time, and then I think that'll be enough for us. I think that'll be enough. Yeah, just learning about the Shinespark on its own was its own little mystery, because I knew that there was things that I was missing. No. Okay, one more time. Like Daft Punk once said, one more time. I knew that there was places that I could go through that there were speed blocks, but it didn't make sense based on just simple running, right? And I know that there are ways to like shoot yourself diagonally, but I didn't know that you could actually save it per se. And if only I had like a microsecond left. You know what? I think that's it. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's see. I think at this point we can probably just start moving towards the final ship. We've got about 20-25 minutes, 20-30 minutes left in stream. Let's go ahead and kill some space pirates. At the very least, we'll get like a head start in terms of getting to the ship, and maybe next time we can just worry about beating the final boss. Whoa! How dare you! These creatures are so surprising. So we're here in Chozodia, which of course is the ship of the space pirates. One thing that I might want to do is maybe check out some of these empty spaces. We got a couple of empty spaces here, so that might actually be worth exploring. So let's do that. Let me move in this direction. I can't believe they're still under red alert. It's like, oh hey, this person escaped from us several hours ago, but we're still like in red alert. Nice. We're still under... Okay, let's just go ahead and blow it up. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Wait, what? There was one in front and one behind. What is this? What is this nonsense? Like Kano said to Sonia once, "Come on, baby, give me a break." And then his neck was snapped. Okay, so what are these blocks right here? Can I just like power bomb them? Yes, I was right. Look at that. Come on, stop backstabbing me. That is so obnoxious. These things are just deadly. Hope that I can find like a save room somewhere around here so that I can recharge. Oh. Okay, so there's a save room a couple of rooms down. Let's keep going. Just gotta make sure that I don't get randomly ambushed. That's really the main thing here. Why is there a bomb platform? Interesting that that's its sole purpose. Right. And this is our old hiding spot. Fits like a glove. So many little bomb spaces. That's funny. And I remember that's where we actually... That's from where the power bombs were stolen at the beginning. And there's our safe spot. Nice. Thank goodness. Yes, please save. I don't want to die. Okay. So let's keep going. There's a couple of yeah, so like this entire area right here seems to potentially hold I don't know if necessarily a power-up, but I want to uncover it. So we'll do that. It's too bad that this, whatever this is doesn't like give us special powers. It's just like this. It is unlike every other Chozo statue. That is at the very least interesting. At the very least. A Chozo statue living its best life, one might say. And yeah, we're still moving in the right direction. Whoa. What? Are we back in... No, of course not. Are we still in the red? Yes, we are. Just want to make sure that I don't get spotted randomly and then I get destroyed by one of these space pirates. They still hit like a ton of bricks. That's the problem. My entrance would be "Hold Up" by Kendrick Lamar. You know me, in Igo, I am rather uncultured, and though I know of Kendrick Lamar, I haven't heard that specific song. Oh, I wonder why. What does it? Is it just because you like it? Does it connect with you in any specific way? I'd certainly love to know. But also, don't feel like you have to tell me. Ah, so these are all bombs. Bombable. Lamp oil. Rope. Bomb? All of the above. I like it. Boom. That's good to know that those blocks actually work that way. It was the biggest mystery for the longest time. What is... Oh. Never mind, we've been through here. I've got to be proactive with these creatures attacking me, since save points are so far and few in between. Light him up. I remember these corridors. And I remember definitely not making it as far as I have. Okay, so no particular mystery here, really. Okay, and this is a section that has map missing. Whoa! Oh, if only I had a shield. My kingdom for a shield. Well, I guess that uncovers that. There wasn't much there. Let's go to that final save room. From what I'm seeing, this ship didn't necessarily have a lot of secrets. Or at least the Chozo ruins. I feel like if the game's trying to suggest to us that this is like this particular map is both Chozo ruins and space pirate ship, I feel like the blending of both motifs is not necessarily the greatest. Yes, save please. Okay, so I don't really know that there's any point in continuing further. I like the fact that we were able to claim the rest of the map in terms of the green area, but honestly I think we can move on at this point. Move on to the space pirate ship, and like I said, it is very unlikely that we'll get to the final boss here, but at the very least we'll land at a safe spot where we can actually just keep it there, and then next session we can probably just start and whack at the boss. What is this? Oh, I'm assuming that was just a power-up. My raison d'être. Bombable blocks. No, one-way blocks, sorry. How do we go all the way back down? The chance of one of these blocks actually giving us the exit that we're looking for is very unlikely. I feel like I just shot it several times. What are you doing? Gosh, they really wanted to add a bunch of these things here. And we definitely can't go back in there, huh? That's okay. Okay. And how can we actually go back up there? Was there like a one-way trip in that direction? I doubt it. Let's uncover with one of these bombs. Oh, there it goes. Clearly all you need to do is destroy everything. Why create when everything is destruction, right? Ouch! Come on, fellas. They always happen to get that first shot in first. It's so Hans shot first, you know? It's that Hans shot first feeling. Whoa, hey. And of course they're going to... It's so manic that they're able to just crouch down and follow you all the way. There, no more. Every time you step out through a door, just make sure that they're not following you, right? That's the idea. Oh, another save room. Okay, well, might as well just go ahead and take it. Just for the charge. Okay. So let's keep going down this route. Not the right way out. Wait, I thought we just did this. Oh, there's definitely got to be some path here, right? Let's just uncover the secrets. It's a one-way. It's a one-way. So if we keep heading in this direction, that's not necessarily gonna get us where we need to go. What happens if we activate one of these special bombs here? Voila! Secrets revealed. Magic's biggest secrets revealed. And of course, not that I am the biggest, most knowledgeable person when it comes to Metroid lore, but I really, I'm sure that it is something that comes as you start playing the games, how the Chozo and the Space Pirates and Samus are all related. We really are only getting brief glimpses here, and at least based on like the cutscenes that was played when we fought that boss, it seems like Chozo may have raised Samus. I think that's kind of the idea. Okay. How would we actually... I can't imagine that there's an exit through here. Oh, come on. What a slobber knocker, as they say. Was there nothing? That is unusual. Oh, there's like a... I just reset the room. Got him. Let's do a plasma bomb. That didn't uncover anything. Oh, great. It reset the room a third time. Okay. So really, the only path that I see through here is cutting back through this area and then back down. Your instincts serve you well, my young Padawan. Now the question, Ivan, is which part of that entire nonsense? Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's a little bomb path there. Now the question is, why would it be so difficult to get? We can't bomb jump all the way over there, or at the very least, it will be quite difficult. Did it again. Did it again. No, I will not say oops. I did it again. I will not. I refuse. Your Metroid theory. Oh, you mean about the Chozo? Hey, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, you could just screw attack through it? Come on. Come on, fellas. Of course, Ivan over here, a keeper of the Metroid lore. Great. No! Red alert. Ah, why do I keep resetting these rooms? Okay, are we any closer to the exit? That's my question. Yes, yes we are. Just gotta keep moving. Keep your body moving. Because of course, it's not just a theory, it's a Metroid theory. Actually, one game that I know is infamous, but I would still like to play someday, is that Metroid Other M game, which, what is it, came out for the, was it with the Wii? I think it was the Wii. But I know that it like adds a little detail in terms of like Samus's background, but at the same time it's not very, they don't put her in like very strong light. So I'd like to check that out at some point. I think that would be, at the very least, an interesting exercise. I miss that game. Yeah, and again, not a lot of people speak fondly of it. What? Come on. These things are so obnoxious. Okay, this is not... Is this the way? Yeah, no, this is the way. Get rid of these chumps. Okay. I think there's only 2 games that I've never played. The other game that I recently acquired... Oh, serious. This is what happens when I talk too much. It's like, hey, you gotta stop gabbing. You gotta stop gabbing. Gabbing guy. I did get the Metroid for the, what is it, the Switch. I think that one's Dread. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's Dread. That is certainly something that I look forward to playing at some point. I don't know if that I should jump the gun and play that one, since I haven't played quite many of them. Okay, so we're going... Let me try and make it all the way to the save room over here. I think that would be like a solid point to potentially close it out. And yeah, I've never played any of the Metroid Prime games, and I know that people really enjoy those. I don't necessarily know that I would like it more than 2D Metroids though. I think I like Metroidvania style games, and I don't know that Metroid Prime necessarily qualifies as one of those. Dread is very cool, yeah. And then there's the one that was the remake of Metroid 2, Samus Returns. I've also heard that people like that, and it was apparently the start of come on, what is happening here? It was the start of Samus being able to parry. And we've got ads in a few minutes. I'm gonna try and snooze them as quickly as I can. Let me hit that snooze button. Okay, that should give us a few more minutes here. Ooh, the powerful one. Okay. Oh, great. I hate this room. Cut them down like butter. Oh, butter. Nice. Okay, so save room. Beautiful. Yes, let's go ahead and save. And just a second here. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here. I think this is as far as we go for tonight. Let's go back to intermission, shall we? Well, that certainly was Metroid Zero Mission. I think we were able to make a little progress in terms of like picking up some stuff that maybe we wouldn't have necessarily been able to without the Shinespark trick. I don't know that I'll ever be a Shinespark master, but you know what? Maybe I don't have to be. Maybe I can just live my life. How about that? Thank you very much everyone for popping in today. Very much appreciate the fact that you all were here. Certainly thank you very much Ivan and Igo, you were here as well. Spectrum, thank you so much for the raid earlier, as Kwame and all the raiders that came in as well. Very much appreciate Paco who was here chatting as well, and Arcade Renegade was here also as well. If you like this kind of nonsense, and I can't imagine why you would, there's so many better things that you could be doing with your time. Time is a precious commodity, my friend. Feel free to follow me on the socials. Imagine that. I tell you not to do the thing, but then I say, you know what, follow me on the socials. That is the best way to find my schedule. Generally, on Wednesdays, I am playing Metroid Zero Mission, and I'm very much hoping that next session is our final session with this game. At the very least, that will be the goal. And then on Fridays, I am playing both Banjo-Tooie and Monster Hunter World. Now, I know that Monster Hunter Wilds is releasing on Friday. I don't know if I will have my copy by then, but if I do get it by then, I might actually switch gears and play that. Thank you very much, Spectrum, for being here, and thank you so much, Ivan, for popping in. Apologies for not finishing the game, but I certainly appreciate all the guidance that our Metroid lore master Ivan the Great is giving us. Let me go ahead and find a channel to raid, and you know what? There's a couple folks, but I think we're gonna go with our tried and true community member, dare I say friend, Rio. Let's go ahead and raid him. Let me see if I can pull this one off. How do I raid somebody? Please, somebody help me. How do I raid somebody? Let me find his name. And I believe Rio is still finishing up with Celebrary, which is a month of Zelda, which I think very much fits the theme of tonight's efforts. If you are interested in using the raid message, this is the one for viewers, and this is the one for followers. Feel free to copy one of those if you so desire. But yeah, once again, thank you very much everyone for popping in. As I like to end these things, where's my crazy button? Stay thirsty, Alpac. We will see you again.